So now I'm going to show you how to make a week's worth of social media posts in a few minutes that you can use to put into a social media calendar and post to all of your social media networks. We're going to come up here to the search bar in Adobe Express, type in Italian restaurant, and then select templates from the drop-down menu. Here we'll see a long scrolling screen with a large number of templates we can pick and customize to use in our social media. Now, I like this design here, so I'm going to click on this and press Customize Template. And then this will bring us into the production screen. So I'm going to go up here to the top left, click into the name box, and call it Discount Menu, and create that document. And then I'm going to click into here where it says Italian. And I'm going to change this to DiCaprio's. And you can see the text is a little bit big to fit into that box, so I'll select the text. And over here in the left-hand column for the font size, I'm going to decrease it a few times until it fits nicely in the box. So I like it there at about 110 point. Down here where it says ItalianRestaurant.com, I'm going to customize this to be the name of my restaurant website. In this case, it is Ian DiCaprio's. Click off of there, and that's all there is to it. We've got our first social media post queued up and ready to go. So now that we've got the primary design figured out, we need to create an alternative version for Instagram. Each social media platform has different idiosyncrasies and special ways that you need to format the content. In this case, Instagram does not accept static images that are in this long format, and so we need to convert it into a square. So we'll return back to the home page, click on the Your Stuff button, and here on the discount menu, we'll click on the three dots, and we're going to duplicate this. And we're going to just call it Discount Menu IG for Instagram. Click on Duplicate, and when it pops up, double click on it to open up the box. Then we're going to press the Resize button on the top left of the main content editor. And then we're going to click the checkbox next to the width and height. And we're going to resize the width to 1920 pixels. So essentially we'll have a square box now because it's 1920 by 1920, and press Resize. So now you'll see we have a little bit of a problem. The content doesn't scale perfectly. So we're going to click this outline box here, and we can stretch it out on the left and the right so that the frame fills the box nicely. Click out of there. And then on the right-hand column, we can select the image box here. And then stretch this out, holding the Option key on our keyboard to have the image fill the space a little bit better. Then I'm going to take the web box, slide it down a little bit, And then we'll grab this 30% off box by again clicking on the right-hand layers column and just holding down the shift and key and the down arrow to kind of move it to the edge, similar to where it was before. And that looks good. And we're locked and loaded for Instagram now. For our next video, I'm going to go back to the home screen, and here in the Get Started row, I'm going to click YouTube video, browse templates, and up here in the top left under YouTube videos, I'm going to type in Italian restaurant. Now, the top left one is this nice 15-second video of making pizza crust, so I'm going to click on that. It loads into the main content box. And here where it says Alessio's Kitchen, I'm going to call it Ian DiCaprio's Kitchen. Then here on the bottom, I'm going to grab the timekeeper, scroll it down to see how the video rolls out. And I can see down here there's some initials that say AK on it. I'm going to change it to Ian DiCaprio, so I'm going to do I/D. Then up here in the top left, I'm going to click Ian DiCaprio's Kitchen and hit return. Now this is a 42-second video, and I think when I have a video that's that long, I'd like to add some music to it. Now up here, I'm going to click Media and go to Audio, and you'll see we have all these options for music we can add to the video. I'm going to click on this and press Classical, which I think it'll be nice at an Italian restaurant. I'm going to try out some different music tracks to see what I think will sound good. I like this first one, the We Win inspirational piano. So I'm going to grab the music track and drag it down onto the timeline. And now, when I drag the timekeeper to the beginning of the video and press play, we can see the elements working together. We can see the customized text. We can hear the music playing. So for Twitter, we need to make the video a little bit smaller. So we'll go back to the home screen, go to Your Stuff, right click on the video on the three dots, duplicate. We'll call it Ian DiCaprio's Kitchen X. Press duplicate. Open it back up. Click resize. Click the checkbox, lock the dimensions, and then for width, we'll go to 1024, which will make the height 576, and press resize. And there we go. So we're going to go to the next tab and go to a new blank screen. Up here on the top left, we're going to click Templates. We're going to type in Italian restaurant. And we're going to feature a menu on the third day so our customers can get a better sense of our product line. I like this menu here, so I'm going to click on this, press Customize Template. And once that loads in, instead of Italian menu, I'm going to call it DiCaprio's menu. The text is a little bit big, so again, over here on the left, I'm going to start downsizing the text until it fits nicely over that menu. And it looks like the quotation mark is a little low. So I'm going to highlight that. And then I'm going to cheat it. So I'm actually just going to make the font size bigger, which is going to make it stretch out and look like it's typeset bigger. And that looks cool. Then down here on the bottom where there's the website, I'm just going to change it to ianddicaprios.com. And then up here in the top left, I'm going to call this Ian DiCaprio's menu. Hit return. And there we go. We've got our third social media post for the week all set. Okay, so this is another case where we need to reformat this vertical graphic into a square so that we can post it to Instagram. So we're going to return to the Adobe Express home screen, click on the Your Stuff tab, and then here where we have the menu, we're going to click on the three dots, press duplicate, and we'll call it Ian DiCaprio's menu, Instagram, and press duplicate. And then open this up. So once this is open, we're going to press the resize button. And where it says recommended, we can go to Instagram Square Post and press resize. So you can see it just adds some extra space to the left and right. So we can grab the outline here and holding down the Command Option keys on our keyboard, we can stretch it out evenly to the left and right and create a nice looking border that goes all the way around the square. Then we're going to click over to the Elements tab on the left-hand column. Click on Shapes. Grab a black rectangle. Click on it, and let's change the fill color. Twirl down the More Colors button. And we'll click this brown color that's the same color as the outline around the edge of the menu. We'll click down into the menu to turn off the colors, and we're going to bring down the opacity slider to, let's say, 25%. So it's a nice medium brown. Then we're going to drag it up here to the left, resize it, drag it down to the bottom, and then press Command C and Command V to duplicate it. Hold down the Shift key and drag it over to the right. And now we've filled up the menu square in a way that looks aesthetically pleasing. And there we go. We've got our Instagram graphic to match the other graphics. I'm going to click over to the next tab, create a blank screen. Up here in the options, I'm going to go to Templates, click Italian Restaurant. And this time I'm going to scroll down a little bit, look at some more templates. And this is nice. Notice when you just finger over some of these, if they're animated, you can actually preview the animation. So it's a fun way to see all of your different options in a free, creative way. So I'm just scrolling down here, looking at different choices. And once I've scrolled down a page or two, I really like this design here. It's very dynamic and eye-catching. So I'm going to click on this, press Customize Template, And when it loads on, I can see this is a nice 10-second animated clip. And when the clip starts, the screen is mostly empty, so I'm going to grab the timekeeper, scroll over, and we can slowly see all the different elements animating on to give it that great look. And so right up here where it says Nona's, I'm going to change that to DiCaprio's. It's a little bit big, so I'm going to select all of that and use the decrease font size command until it fits in that nice box there. I've got it at about 175 points. And to my eye, it looks a little bit hard to read with all the red on red. So down here in the text where it says fill, I'm going to click on that option and then click on a black swatch. So then I'm going to click into the gray text box to deselect that and see what the final layout looks like. And I like that. The DiCaprio's pops off nicely. So up here in the title, I'm going to call it DiCaprio's Pasta Delivery. Hit return. And there we go. Easy as pie. We have our 4 social media posts for the week created. So one of the idiosyncrasies of the different social media platforms is that Twitter won't take a video that's more than 1024 pixels tall. And this video now is 1920 pixels tall. So there's a very easy way to fix this and customize the content so it'll play on Twitter. Let's go back to the home screen. Go to the Your Stuff column. And here we're on DiCaprio's Pasta Delivery. We'll click the 3 dots, duplicate this, and call it DiCaprio's Pasta Delivery X. And press duplicate. And then we'll double click to reopen this in the content panel. And here in the resize column, we will click this little lock so that it locks the aspect ratio, and then change the height to 1024, press return. And the bottom of the column, press resize. There we go. We've got a Twitter ready video now. I'm going to click over here to my 5th tab and work on my final post for the week. So I'm going to select templates, type Italian restaurant, and I really like this one because the video of the swirling pasta makes me hungry. And so I'm going to click on this, press Customize Template, open it up, and scroll through the timeline. Now here, where it says in the city, I think I'm going to change that, make it a little more regionally dynamic, and just type in Chicago. So it's my favorite restaurant in Chicago. And then as we scroll down the timeline a little bit more, it says Nona's Italian Company. I'm going to change this to our restaurant name, Ian DiCaprio's. That's better. Finally, I'm going to just tweak the template a little bit because there's a lot of beige in there. So I'm going to click on this top element here, this rectangle, and then in the left-hand editing column where it says fill, I'm going to click on that box. And then I'm going to twirl down this arrow for more colors, scroll down a bit, and I'm going to pick this maroon color right here to give it a more dynamic background. And I'm going to match it here, so I'm going to click on this bottom rectangle, press the fill button, more colors, scroll down a little bit, and match that maroon color. So now we've got a nice dynamic 7-second web animation. And if we pull the timer back and press play, we can watch it run through. And that's a pretty slick looking post, if you ask me. Up here in the top left, I'm going to click a new title and call it Chicago Favorite Restaurant. Press return. And there we have it. We've got all of our social posts queued up. So once again, we're going to need to reformat this slightly for Twitter or X. And so we'll go back to our home screen, click on Your Stuff, and where we've got Chicago's Favorite Restaurant, click on these 3 dots, duplicate, and at the end of the title, just put a space, put X, press duplicate, double click to open it, click the resize button, lock the aspect ratio, click 1024 by the height, make sure that checkbox is clicked, and at the bottom of the panel, click on the resize button. And there we go. All of our posts are wrapped, locked, and loaded. And now I'm going to show you how to put everything on the calendar. To schedule a post, we're going to start from the home screen. Click the schedule button. And here you'll see a calendar. Now, on the top right, click Manage Connections. You'll see these are all the social networks that Adobe Express currently supports. So right now I have Facebook, Instagram, X, and LinkedIn hooked up. So I can easily post content to all of these platforms. And then there are also options for Pinterest and for TikTok. It takes some time to get these things linked in, particularly Facebook and Instagram. So you want to give yourself about half an hour to click through and make sure those platforms are up and running. And I'm happy to help you with that on a one-on-one consultation. But for now, I just want to show you how it works at a high level. You can just watch what I'm doing and come back and rewatch later once you have all of these networks clicked in and follow along. So we're going to go back to the schedule screen here. And for Monday, August 5th, we're going to make a new post. We're going to start with X. Click there. And then we're going to browse and click the discount menu. Upload that. And then we're going to copy and paste the content from my Microsoft Word document. Copy. Go into the text bubble. Edit. We want to paste and match style. And there we go. Then we're going to go into the scheduler. And right now it's 7:50 p.m. at night. So it's going to try to post it at the same time on August 5th. But we can go in there and just change it to any time we want. So for example, we can just go to 10 a.m. and then it will pop up bright and early on August 5th. We're going to press schedule. And there we go. We have a nice representation of the X post on the calendar. Click on New Post. And we're also going to create a second post for Facebook and for LinkedIn. I'm going to browse. Click the discount menu post. Upload. And then we're going to copy and paste the text from other platforms in the Word document. Go back into the scheduler, and we want to paste and match style. And again, maybe we want to change the time to 10 a.m. Type that in, press schedule, and we've got that. Finally, we're going to work on the Instagram post. Click the new post button. Select Instagram. Browse for our content. Select the discount menu Instagram, which is that square format we created. Upload it. And we're going to copy and paste our content into the post. There's also this option here. Some people like to add their content into the first comment. It can change the search algorithm slightly. We're going to go to 10 a.m. again. So all of our posts will be simultaneously on all of our preferred channels, and click schedule. So we'll skip ahead to the end of the week here. You can see I've scheduled Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And on Friday, we'll create a new post for X. Browse. Click on Fave Restaurant X. Upload that. Grab the content from Microsoft Word, copy and paste it in. Change the time to 10 a.m. And once it's uploaded, pop that on the schedule. And we'll add the next post for Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Browse to the content. Click the Fave Restaurant video, upload that. Copy the content from Microsoft Word, paste it in, make it an Instagram reel, schedule it for 10 a.m. And once that video is uploaded, pop it on the schedule. And there we go. A week of posts all set.